Mindful nourishment versus mindless eating. In today's fast-paced world, many individuals find themselves caught between the demands of daily life and their health needs. This often results in mindless eating habits that can negatively impact both physical well-being and mental clarity. The shift towards mindful nourishment offers a promising alternative by encouraging conscious engagement with food choices and consumption patterns. The concept of mindful nourishment is an approach to eating that emphasizes awareness, intentionality, and presence during meals. It involves paying attention to sensory experiences such as taste, texture, aroma, and even the visual appeal of food. This practice encourages individuals to savor each bite rather than rushing through meals while distracted by technology or other tasks. By doing so, people become more attuned to their body's signals regarding hunger and satiety. A core principle of mindful nourishment lies in fostering gratitude for the food we consume. Recognizing where ingredients come from, whether locally sourced produce or thoughtfully prepared dishes, enhances appreciation for what sustains us physically and emotionally. Furthermore, incorporating mindfulness into meal preparation itself promotes healthier habits. Cooking becomes not just about nutrition but also about creating meaningful connections with others who share the table experience. Distinguishing between mindful and mindless eating habits. Mindless eating typically occurs when we eat without fully focusing on our food. Common scenarios include consuming snacks while watching television or working at a desk, which can lead to overeating due to lack of awareness about how much has been eaten. Such behaviors are often driven by emotional triggers such as stress or boredom, making them harder to control consciously. In contrast, mindful nourishment aims to disrupt these automatic responses by promoting deliberate decisions around food intake. For instance, someone practicing mindful nourishment might pause before reaching for another piece of chocolate. They would consider why they're craving it. Is it truly hunger or something else? This reflection helps align eating choices with actual nutritional needs rather than impulsive desires. Increased awareness. Being present allows individuals to recognize early signs of fullness, thus preventing unnecessary calorie consumption. Better nutritional choices. Intentional selection based on personal dietary goals fosters long-term healthy eating patterns instead of temporary fixes. Emotional regulation. Identifying non-hunger reasons behind cravings enables better coping strategies outside of eating behavior. Practical steps toward cultivating mindfulness around food. Cultivating mindful nourishment requires intentional steps that integrate seamlessly into everyday routines. One effective strategy is setting aside dedicated time slots specifically for meal preparation and consumption without distractions. Eating slowly plays a crucial role here. Chewing thoroughly aids digestion and enhances flavor perception. Studies have shown that taking smaller bites significantly reduces overall caloric intake compared to rapid eating methods. Anchoring oneself within the current moment can be achieved through simple techniques like deep breathing exercises prior to dining. Focusing on breath rhythm creates space between thoughts and actions related to food. Additionally, keeping a journal detailing what was consumed along with accompanying emotions provides insight into potential links between mood swings and eating patterns. Tracking progress over weeks reveals trends worth addressing. The science behind mindful nourishment research supports the efficacy of mindful eating practices in improving metabolic functions and reducing obesity rates among participants. A study published in JAMA Internal Medicine found significant weight loss outcomes associated with structured mindfulness programs focused primarily on dietary aspects. Physiological changes occur when individuals adopt slower eating speeds. Prolonged digestion periods allow hormones regulating appetite, such as ghrelin, to stabilize naturally rather than fluctuate unpredictably after quick meals. Psychologically speaking, enhanced self-awareness cultivated through mindfulness correlates positively with improved mental health indicators, including reduced anxiety levels and increased satisfaction derived from meals. Data collected from longitudinal studies further validates sustained benefits observed beyond initial implementation phases. Participants reported higher quality of life metrics post-intervention compared to those following conventional diet plans alone. Nutritionists' perspectives on implementing mindfulness techniques. Registered dietitians emphasize that successful integration of mindfulness depends largely upon consistency rather than perfectionism. Small incremental adjustments yield greater long-term success than drastic overnight transformations. They recommend starting with identifying key moments throughout the day most prone to unconscious snacking episodes, for example, afternoon slump times or late-night cravings, and applying basic mindfulness checks there first. Creating personalized action plans tailored to individual lifestyles ensures sustainable adherence. For busy professionals juggling work commitments, brief 5-minute meditation sessions before meals could serve as viable entry points. Collaboration with healthcare providers adds value, especially for those managing chronic conditions like diabetes or hypertension, wherein precise nutrient tracking remains essential alongside general wellness objectives. Enhancing mealtime experiences through sensory engagement. Fully experiencing the sensations tied to each meal heightens enjoyment while reinforcing positive associations with nutritious foods. Engaging multiple senses simultaneously enriches every aspect, from vibrant colors enhancing visual pleasure to subtle aromas stimulating olfactory memories linked with comfort. Giving priority to whole, unprocessed items increases opportunities for noticing natural textures and flavors absent in highly refined products. Fresh vegetables retain moisture qualities distinct from dried counterparts commonly used in convenience-based diets. Listening attentively to sounds made while preparing dishes introduces additional layers of engagement. Crispiness heard during frying processes contrasts sharply against softness felt when biting into ripe fruits, an auditory dimension rarely considered yet deeply impactful mentally. Even lighting conditions affect mood, considerably affecting subsequent appetites. Warm ambient illumination creates inviting atmospheres conducive toward relaxed dinings versus harsh fluorescent overheads known to induce unease amongst some consumers. Sustainable changes that align with daily life routines. Establishing sustainable lifestyle modifications hinges upon recognizing existing habits and gradually replacing less beneficial ones with more constructive alternatives. Transitioning away from vending machine reliance necessitates exploring nearby farmer markets offering fresh options readily available at reasonable prices. Meal prepping ahead minimizes last-minute decision fatigue leading toward unhealthy impulse buys. Allocating fixed weekly budgets facilitates smarter grocery shopping choices aligned with nutritional priorities rather than spontaneous whims dictated solely by immediate gratification. Involving family members in cooking activities transforms solitary kitchen chores into collective endeavors, strengthening interpersonal bonds through shared responsibilities. Learning together promotes generational knowledge transfer, ensuring future generations inherit similar values towards responsible eating behaviors. Tracking macronutrient intakes digitally via apps simplifies monitoring complex dietary requirements without overwhelming users burdened already by competing life demands. Automation features streamlined data collection, enabling objective assessments devoid subjective biases. Redefining success beyond traditional diet metrics. Measuring achievements extends far beyond mere numbers on scales indicating weight fluctuations. Realistic expectations center on holistic improvements encompassing energy levels, sleep quality, and overall happiness derived from eating rituals performed deliberately rather than mechanically. Recognizing occasional lapses doesn't constitute failure but rather part of ongoing learning curves inherent whenever attempting behavioral change regardless field involved. Self-compassion prevents discouragement, allowing continued efforts undeterred by setbacks experienced momentarily. Setting smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound targets provides clear directions guiding continuous improvement journeys effectively. Whether aiming to reduce sugar intake incrementally or increase vegetable variety consistently across plate presentations, concrete milestones maintain motivation visibly. Engaging communities supportive of similar aspirations amplifies encouragement received, bolstering confidence needed. Persistently pursuing ambitious health goals collectively rather than isolated pursuits marked frequently by isolation. Conclusion: mindful nourishment represents transformative journey aimed at reconnecting individuals back stronger relationship with fundamental human need, nourishment. It challenges superficial interpretations equating health merely calories counted precisely against rigid constraints imposed externally. To begin cultivating deeper connection required initiating small consistent actions designed to awaken senses reawakened previously dulled by modern conveniences prioritizing speed above substance. Remember, always stay patient, giving yourself grace. Necessary evolving process unfolds uniquely according to circumstances faced personally.